Tonight, live from Edmonton, this is Game 5 of the 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs in the Western Conference quarterfinals. Welcome inside to Rogers Place here in Edmonton, Alberta. A look there at David Riddick, .903 save percentage through the first 4 games of this series. And Mikko Koskinen in net at the other end at .899 save percentage, also through the first 4 games of this series. Yes, it is an even series. The series is tied at 2 as we get set here for the opening faceoff of game number 5. Calgary, Edmonton, Western Conference quarterfinals. Faceoff won by the Flames, and Monahan gets it back to Anderson, and he'll dump the puck in around the boards for the awaiting Flames, Sean Monahan, but it's picked up by Clefbaum, and Athanasiou gets it across to McDavid. Here is Zach Kassian. Kassian dropping it back, takes a hit. The Oilers' defense puts us around the boards as the fans here in Edmonton not too happy with the opening hit by Rasmus Andersson. Calgary getting the puck now, and it's the Flames captain Mark Giordano passing back from Monahan, and he'll find the shot that is deflected away by Koskinen. McDavid pins it along the boards, gets it to Larson, and now across to Zach Kassian, who had a breakaway in the dying seconds of Game 4. A chance to tie the game up. Instead, Calgary walked away with a 3-2 win in Game 4 to tie the series up. Athanasiou now, and he's knocked down just outside the Flames' blue line, picked up by McDavid, and McDavid keeps the pressure alive for the Oilers behind the Calgary net. Backlund steals from Connor McDavid, and he gets it across to Matthew Tkachuk, and Tkachuk tried to pass it back to Backlund, but it was tipped off a stick, and Sam Bennett will get the puck for Calgary. Johnny Gaudreau, who's still out there. Gaudreau dancing, gets it back for Rasmus Andersson. Back to Gaudreau, scores! Johnny Gaudreau has opened the scoring in Game 5. And a shot from the slot that fools Koskinen. And a good feed from Rasmus Andersson gives Johnny Gaudreau his 4th goal of the series. And all 4 goals for Johnny Gaudreau have come in this building in Rogers Place here in Edmonton. He scored twice in Game 1. He scored once in Game 2. And now he's got a huge goal here in game number 5. Look there at the goal leaders there. And there's Johnny Gaudreau with 3, sitting 6th in the league for that category here in the Stanley Cup Playoffs. And as mentioned, a massive goal by Johnny Gaudreau. Now Noah Hanifin shoots and scores! A rocket from the point from Noah Hanifin. His first goal of the playoffs. And Calgary's got an early 2-0 lead. Right off the face-off here. The face-off won by Michael Backlund, and Noah Hanifin will just pick up this puck and walk in. Fell to the hash marks almost before he rips this one over Mikko Koskinen. And just like they did in games 1 and 2 here in this building, Calgary jumping out to an early 2-0 lead in the first period. This one less than 5 minutes into the hockey game, but as you'll remember in both games 1 and 2, it was the Edmonton Oilers coming out with the victory with 2 comeback wins in both of those games. So a familiar storyline here in Edmonton as Draisaitl walks in and scores! Leon Draisaitl. Well, I don't know if we were expecting the response that early, but Draisaitl shows up 4 minutes, 44 seconds in. And just seconds after the Noah Hanifin goal, Leon Draisaitl walks up from the corner and will backhand this one past David Riddick, who was really good in Game 4, but lets in an early goal here in Game 5. And for Leon Draisaitl, that's just his 2nd goal of the series and just his 4th point. Draisaitl a -1 and only 3 points coming in here to Game 5. Has maybe been the most surprising player of this series so far in the lack of production he's had. But he's got a big goal here in Game 5 to pull the Oilers within 1. And as mentioned, games 1 and 2 seeming like a familiar storyline here, but it's been a home series so far. The home team taking all 4 games. Oilers trying to keep that trend going. Darnell Nurse from the point will fire a shot, and that one's gobbled up by David Riddick. And Darnell Nurse scoring with less than 2 minutes to go in Game 4 to pick up his first goal of the series. And it was a big one, but the Oilers couldn't tie the game up. And Calgary hanging on for that 1-goal victory. In fact, the last 3 games of this series have all been 1-goal victories. It's been a very close series, to say the least, here between Calgary and Edmonton here in the 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs. Tyler Ennis with the puck now, and Ennis spins away from a check from TJ Brodie. Gets it in front for Draisaitl, Athanasiou. Sheahan, I should say. Riley Sheahan with the opportunity in front of David Riddick, and Riddick will cover that up. Riley Sheahan out there with Josh Archibald and Tyler Ennis on the Oilers' third line, and Flames have their line of Backlund, Tkachuk, and Bennett out there. There's a shot by Ennis again, and glove down by Riddick, and the Flames will pick it up. Here's Tkachuk across to Michael Backlund, and Backlund in over the blue line. And he'll try a shot, and Koskinen will cover that up at the top of the blue paint. Well, Matthew Tkachuk, who led the Calgary Flames in points, I should say, in the regular season with 61, was having a very slow start to the Stanley Cup playoffs, but managed to find his first goal of the playoffs in game number 4. Face off here to the right of Koskinen. Anderson has it at a point. Rasmus Anderson shoots that, scores! Another shot from the point fools Koskinen, and this one by Rasmus Anderson off the face-off. And Calgary's got a 3-1 lead. And a smart play here by the Flames blue liner to move over and away from traffic, and then he just puts this one along the ice, and I'm not sure if Koskinen was expecting a harder shot, but Rasmus Anderson gives the Calgary Flames a 2-goal lead back, and Anderson's got his first in the Stanley Cup playoffs and his 5th point. 4 assists coming into this game for Rasmus Anderson, but that is his first, as mentioned. A big one there with a 7-minute, 12-second mark here for Calgary. 3-1. Anderson's got it again at center ice, and Alexa pulled back into his own zone, chased by an Oiler, and gives it away because of it, right to Leon Draisaitl. The goal scorer for Edmonton gets it across to Nugent Hopkins, and his shot is stopped by David Riddick. Giordano now, and he'll pass this one up to Sam Bennett. Bennett up the left side and drops it back for Rasmus Anderson. Anderson will go back to Giordano at the point, and he'll just rip it around the boards for Elias Lindholm. Stolen though by Leon Draisaitl. He makes a move here at center ice and comes across the line here. He's got Yamamoto on his right side, Nugent Hopkins on the left. Shot here from Nurse, and that one's stopped by Riddick. Might have hit traffic in front. Elias Lindholm working this one in behind the Oilers net and drops it back now for Monahan, who gets it to Johnny Gaudreau. Spins away from a check there from Ethan Bear. Brodie across to Anderson, and a deflection almost went right to Johnny Gaudreau, but he wasn't expecting the puck, and gets it back now for TJ Brodie. Stolen back by Andres Athanasiou for the Oilers, and Athanasiou worked one-on-one with TJ Brodie and forced into the corner, but sends a puck across the Klefbom, who gets a shot away, and that's stopped by David Riddick. Oscar Klefbom and Andres Athanasiou tied for second in the league in points with 8. Of course, Oscar Klefbom had an incredible start to this series, but, with 7 points. Both Klefbom and Athanasiou, 2 goals and 5 assists for both of them through 5 games, so 7 points. Tied for second in the league, it's Teuvo Teravainen and Sebastian Aho out of Carolina, who lead the Stanley Cup playoffs in goal scoring in points, I should say, with 8 points each. Just having a terrific series in that series between Carolina and Washington. The Hurricanes really taking it to the Capitals in that first round matchup. Here come the Flames now. They steal the puck back. Milan Lucic gets it to Derek Ryan, and Ryan will drop it back for Mangiapane, who was covering the point, and his shot is stopped in the stomach area by Mikko Koskinen. Three to 1, 6 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Calgary jumping out to a early 2-goal lead here in Game 5. Lots of hockey left, though, as we know, in this series. It's never over till right about the dying seconds of the third period. Usually that's how it ends, and an exciting series thus far for Calgary Edmonton in the Battle of Alberta. The first time in 29 years that these two teams have met in the Stanley Cup Playoffs. And I don't know, last time it happened was 1991, and that series went to 7 games, so we know this series will at least go to 6 games. Could possibly go to 7 as well. Travis Hamonic is nailed behind the Calgary goal by James Neal, who gets it back to Mike Green, and now shot here by Ethan Bear, and that one's stopped by David Riddick. Well, David Riddick probably had his best performance there in game number 4, just let in 1 goal. Superb in a Calgary 3-2 win, and another look there at the James Neal hit behind the Flames net there on Travis Hamonic. Adam Larsson now from the point, gets this across to Oscar Klefbom, and Klefbom back for Adam Larsson, who's got 5 points through 5 games now, or through 4 games I should say, coming into this, as well as Connor McDavid, tied for second on the team behind Klefbom and Athanasiou. This one now dumped behind the Edmonton net and picked up here by Klefbom and across to the aforementioned Athanasiou. Over to Connor McDavid, and he'll drop this one back for Adam Larsson. The big guns out there now for Edmonton. There's Connor McDavid across to Klefbom, and his shot is off of a skate in the corner. Picked up by McDavid, and now Larsson. Larsson walks in and shoots, and David Riddick once again hanging on to this puck with Zach Kassian on the doorstep. And Riddick electing not to give up too many rebounds here and to a dangerous Edmonton Oilers team offensively. Edmonton and Calgary, though, no longer leading the playoffs in goals for and goals against. Like I said, that belongs to the Carolina Hurricane, Washington Capitals, Sid Reese. TJ Brodie now across to Noah Hanifin, who's one of the goal scorers in this game. Hanifin back to Brodie, and Brodie will try a shot, and that one's blocked to the side by Mikko Koskinen. Picked up now by the Oilers, and skating out with it, and across is Larsson, and a shot there by, I believe, Yamamoto, as the Oilers turn the puck over, and Calgary gets this out. Sean Monahan for Calgary across to Elias Lindholm, who gets a shot away now. It was initially intercepted, but Lindholm does get the shot away, and Koskinen makes a save, and we're in the dying minute now of this period. Leon Draisaitl sends it to the net and scores! Tyler Ennis will tuck the puck in for his first of the series, and Edmonton making this one interesting. 3-2. Oh, very smart play there by Leon Draisaitl, who you know is just due for a breakout game, and so far in the first he's been the Oilers' best player. And a smart play to put on the brakes there and stop and wait for Tyler Ennis to get to the goal and just feed this across for almost a tap-in for Tyler Ennis here. And Draisaitl's got 2 points on the night. Tyler Ennis picks up his first goal of the series, the first point of this series. 3-2 Flames here in the dying seconds of the first. Bear now up to Riley Sheahan, and Sheahan will bring this in, which is 6 seconds ago. Sheahan's going to need a shot here. He elects to pass it to the goal scorer Ennis, and Ennis gets a late shot away here on Riddick, and Riddick just playing the angle and turns that aside. Well, 3-2 is the score here after 20. That was the final score in game number 4 for Calgary, and it's the same score just after the first period here in game 5. Noah Hanifin, one of the goal scorers, walking in, and the Flames scoring 3 times here in the first period, but the Oilers with a big period from Leon Draisaitl has the Oilers within 1. Well, shots 16-13 for the Edmonton Oilers after 20 minutes of play, but it's the Calgary Flames working on a 3-2 lead here in game 5. 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs, Western Conference quarterfinals. Calgary, Edmonton, always good when these two teams get together, especially in the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Here's the Flames captain Giordano, and he's hooked just minutes into the second period here by Zach Kassian, and Calgary will get the game's first power play. And the Flames, who own the league's best power play in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, operating at 60%, 3 for 5 in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, and the Oilers, who have obviously the worst PK in the league through the first 4 games, and the Flames will elect to go to work here. Monahan try that, funnel that to the net, and it's intercepted by Nurse and dumped down the ice. Flames got their top unit out there. Lindholm, Giordano, Monahan, Gaudreau, and Matthew Tkachuk. Sean Monahan now up the right side. Walks in with a slap shot, and he misses, and that one goes all the way around the boards and back. Good opportunity there for Monahan to find his second of the series, but fortunately that puck comes all the way back into Calgary zone on the fresh ice. Matthew Tkachuk now has the puck, drops his back for Lindholm, and he'll try the same shot, and this time he gets it on net, but Koskinen gloving that one down. 46 seconds to go here on the power play as the Flames bring out their second unit. Nugent Hopkins versus Backlund, and it's won by Michael Backlund over to Anderson, and now Bennett will try a shot at the far side, and Mikko Koskinen once again hanging on. Now face-off coming to the left side of Mikko Koskinen. We'll try this again here as the face-off this time won by Nugent Hopkins, and Larson will get this the length of the ice. As Riddick now is forced to hang on to that and does get it away before the whistle as Calgary will start up again here. Backlund trying to make a move here, and he'll fire a shot. Kicked out by Riddick, or Koskinen I should say. Now Lucci has it off the boards and drops it back to the point for Rasmus Anderson. Penalty now over as Anderson walks in with the shot. The Flames go for 0 for 1 here in the 5th game of this series on the power play. And a much needed penalty kill there for the Edmonton Oilers as they have the ability to gain some momentum there from a huge kill. Down by just 1. Here come the Edmonton Oilers, and Leon Draisaitl, who's got 2 points tonight, and a shot there by Yamamoto is stopped by Riddick. And mentioned coming into this game, Leon Draisaitl just 3 points in 5 games and a -1 rating. But a huge game tonight, +2 and 2 points. Noah Hannafin now gets this to Johnny Gaudreau off the faceoff, and Johnny Gaudreau, who's got a goal in this game. Knocked down in the corner there, but the puck still funneled to the net, and now Gaudreau gets the puck back. Johnny Gaudreau, okay after that hit, gets it to Lindholm, and a shot blocked there. Gaudreau will try a shot, Monahan on the rebound, and all those shots blocked as the Oilers defense doing a good job standing in front of Koskinen. Nugent Hopkins now sends this across for Yamamoto over the line. Kyler Yamamoto plays it back to the point, and Nurse has it now. He goes back to defensive partner Ethan Bear. Bear walks around his man and gets it to Draisaitl down low, but Noah Hannafin works on him nicely in the corner. Steals a puck and once again gets it to Johnny Gaudreau up the left side. Gaudreau doesn't shoot, passes across to Hannafin, and his shot is stopped by Koskinen. Connor McDavid now up to Oscar Klefbom for the Oilers, and Klefbom will just dump this in as the Oilers make changes. First onto it is Hannafin, and he gives the puck away right here in the corner, but TJ Brodie tries to beat McDavid to the puck. McDavid wins that battle, walks in, shoots, turned aside by David Riddick, and a dangerous play by the Flames defense of Noah Hannafin and TJ Brodie, turning the puck over to the game's most lethal player in Connor McDavid. And McDavid gets the best scoring chance of the period for Edmonton. Great one-on-one effort there at TJ Brodie for the Oilers superstar. Riddick with a big face-off there. Or a big save, I should say. His face-offs are 10-10 apiece. Giordano off the face-off gets this up to Andrew Mangiapane, and he'll just dump this one in behind the Oilers' goal. First onto it is Adam Larson, and Larson gets this to Zach Kassian, the top line now out there for the Oilers. McDavid over the blue line and drops back to Zach Kassian. Kassian elects to also drop it back for Mike Green. Now Klefbom will take a shot, and that one's blocked. It actually hit a stick and broke somebody's stick in front of the Calgary goal. Flames bring it up the boards, and Klefbom takes his man off the puck neatly, and will throw this up to Zach Kassian. Kassian up the left side, the broken stick still there as a shot fired here by Connor McDavid is turned aside by Riddick. Anderson kicks this behind the Flames goal, and Giordano's got it now, and he'll throw it up to Toby Reeder for the Flames, and Reeder will just dump this one in. A lot of dumping and chasing here in Game 5. Seems to be the strategy for both teams. Oilers now, Josh Archibald. Throws it across, and here's a big shot, rebound for Archibald, stopped by Riddick. Big save by David Riddick there. Coming across for Josh Archibald. Looking to tie this game up. Face up here, won by the Flames. Michael Backlund, who's been really good in the draw in this series. Flames definitely counting on him. The best face-up man for Calgary all season long. Matthew Tkachuk now on the right side. Bennett scores on the rebound. Sam Bennett. And Calgary has a 2-goal lead back once again. Well, Rasmus Andersson dishes this across to Matthew Tkachuk, who takes a pretty good shot right off the pad. And I don't know if that was intentional by Tkachuk to hit Mikko Koskinen's far right pad, as he had Sam Bennett on the doorstep, who was able just to tap this one in. And if it was intentional, a smart play there by Matthew Tkachuk. And Bennett gives the Calgary Flames a 2-goal lead, 4-2 here. Well, halfway through regulation here in Game 5. Brody now off the bench gets this back to Tkachuk, and he'll try a shot this time. Stopped by Koskinen. Tkachuk over to TJ Brody, and now Noah Hannafin will shoot, and that one's gloved down easily by Koskinen. Oilers back the other way. Here's Ennis, and he'll drop it back from Mike Green. Matt Benning. Benning, his pass intercepted there by Johnny Gaudreau, and the Flames will get this puck out right away. Gaudreau, nifty backhand pass here to Backlund. He'll shoot, and that one's stopped by Koskinen. In the corner now, Benning has it pinned against the boards and kicks it loose to Josh Archibald. Jujhar Khaira now. Fourth line out there for the Oilers is Khaira. Spins away from a check and gets it to James Neal, and his shot stopped by David Riddick, his former teammate. Johnny Gaudreau now slowly coming in across the zone and has the puck stolen by Josh Archibald. Oilers back now in the offensive zone. Archibald, Hannafin in the way of the shooting lane, so he passes to Ethan Bear, and Bear gets a much better shot, but Riddick equal to the task there as he makes the save, and this one thrown across now for Johnny Gaudreau, cutting to the middle, and he shoots, and that one's stopped by Riddick, or Koskinen, as a good opportunity there for Johnny Gaudreau. Monahan's knocked down the ball. The hash marks as Lindholm walks in with a shot, and Koskinen will cover that one up. A shot. Monahan goes straight to the bench after that hit and leaves his stick on the ice, but seems to be okay on the bench. There's the hit, and Monahan, there he is on the bench. He seems to be okay for Calgary. That's good news if you're the Flames. Does not go to the locker room, so a heavy hit there as he maybe went down awkwardly. Tyler Yamamoto now for the Oilers, trying to get something going. As a shot here, scores! A heavy shot by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in the slot. And the Oilers are just not going away here in Game 5. A perfectly placed slap shot from the hash marks by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Almost goes bar down and in, and Riddick really no opportunity to stop that one. That was a laser by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Just his second of the series. 6th point, but just his second goal of this series and second goal of his Stanley Cup playoff career for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. First scored in this building here in Game 2. Leon Draisaitl tries another shot there for the Edmonton Oilers, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins played all 13 games for the Oilers in 2017, had 4 assists through that time, but that was it. 4 assists in 13 games, and -3 rating for Nugent-Hopkins in his only other playoff action of his career, so safe to say he's performing much better so far through 2020. He tries a nuke here, and it's poked off his stick and pushed out to the blue line. Past the blue line, I should say. 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go here as the Oilers are down by 1, and it's happened about 3 times in this game. The Flames jump out to a 2-goal lead, and the Oilers cut it back to a 1-goal lead, but they have yet to tie this game up here in game number 5. But they'll try to do that right here, and Riddick trouble with the rebound there, but the Flames help their goaltender out and get this puck out as Milan Lucic has the puck for the Flames across to Dylan Dubé, and he's knocked down in the slot area. Same type of hit that Sean Monahan was knocked down with. Yamamoto walking in. He'll fire a shot from the far side. Riddick stops that. Now again is Athanasiou, and Athanasiou tries a good look there from the slot. At the point now is Klefbom, and Milan Lucic runs over him. Heavy hit there by Lucic on Klefbom. He takes the puck up and passes this across, but it's intercepted by the Oilers defense, and they get it back up for Kyler Yamamoto now. Yamamoto across for Connor McDavid. Try to make a move there, and a smart play by Gustafsson just to poke that puck away from Connor McDavid. Matthew Tkachuk now has it and gets it to Milan Lucic, and he'll try a shot at the side of the net. Koskinen just keeping the pads down on that one. Left bomb now. Less than a minute to go here in period number 2 of Game 5. Oilers, Zach Kassian, and now Matt Benning. Back to Kassian. Benning at the point. Doesn't shoot, gets it to Kassian. Kassian turns away from a check here, and along the boards tries to pass it in the middle, but Calgary intercepts his puck, and Rasmus Andersson will elect to fire it down in the dying seconds of period 2. Well, just as the first period ended, the Flames will walk out with a 1-goal lead. Tkachuk, a beautiful shot here to get Sam Bennett to knock that one in, and then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with a laser top corner, and the Flames have a 4-3 lead after 40. Rasmus Andersson and the Flames. Andersson working on a 3-point night tonight, and they're up by a 4-3 score right now here in period number 3 of Game 5. Winner of this series will be 1 win away from the second round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Calgary hoping it's them as they shoot and score! Johnny Gaudreau! Johnny Hockey pots it in with 34 seconds into the third period, and Calgary has a 2-goal lead back for the 4th time here in Game 5. And for the second time in this series, Johnny Gaudreau's got a 2-goal game. As he was left alone in front and just chips this one past Mikko Koskinen early into period 3. Elias Lindholm doing a good job to get that puck to net, and Gaudreau chips it in. Second of the game, and a 5-3 lead for Calgary. Now in the slot is Monahan. He'll try a shot, and don't know if that got through. The Oilers defense get it out. Adam Larsson across to Oscar Klefbom, and the Oilers now needing a big response here as McDavid will try a shot in the slot. That one doesn't make its way to the goal, and Monahan will bank this off the boards for Lindholm. Elias Lindholm cross for Johnny Gaudreau, and his shot is blocked there by Larsson. Oilers back the other way, and down the right side there is the Oilers, and a couple of shots there turned aside by Riddick, and Calgary will get this back the other way. Elias Lindholm centering it from Michael Backlund. He gets a good opportunity now. Bennett at the side of the net, stopped by Koskinen. Koskinen sharp here as he needs to be from this point on if the Oilers are going to have a shot at coming back in this game. Here is Adam Larsson at the point now. Larsson walks to the slot, gets this to Yamamoto, and Yamamoto's shot just going a little wide there as Backlund picks it up and will send it across for Noah Hanifin. Hanifin up to Matthew Tkachuk, and Tkachuk will just put this deep behind the Oilers' goal. Picked up on the other side by Larsson, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets this across to Leon Draisaitl, who's got 2 points tonight. Draisaitl sends it over to Adam Larsson. Larsson, 5 points through 4 games coming into tonight. Milan Lucic now. He's got 4 points coming into tonight. Milan Lucic looking for point number 5 as he fires a shot. Doesn't make its way through. Oilers come back the other way. Matthew Tkachuk intercepts that puck, and Tkachuk, who's still out there on the third line now, gets this across for Dubé, and a shot is stopped there by Mikko Koskinen up high. Now Archibald's got the puck. Josh Archibald spins away from a check and gets this up for Riley Sheahan, and he'll dump that one in behind the goal as Hanifin's knocked down but gets the puck back up smartly to Derek Ryan. Derek Ryan now over the blue line and plays it into the slot area where Brody's got it, and he'll fire, and Koskinen coming up to the top of the crease to make that save. Athanasiou up the left side. Andres Athanasiou across to Zach Kassian, and he'll fire a shot up high as Riddick hangs on to that one. 12 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in period 3 of Game 5. Calgary with a 2-goal lead. With Adam Larsson taking out the Flames centerman and Michael Backlund. Flames win their 16th face-off of the game as Mangiapane has it, and Mangiapane is up the left side. Tries to make a move, but Darnell Nurse reads that well and gets the puck up to Zach Kassian and the Oilers. Here comes Kassian. He's got teammates at the net. Ethan Barrow walking with a shot, and that one's turned aside by Riddick. Riddick's been sharp tonight once again. Ethan Bear looks for his first goal and first point of this series. Erik Gustafsson now for the Flames behind the net, but he's destroyed by Kassian along the boards. Heavy hit there by Kassian, who steals the puck, but then stolen back by former Oiler Tobias Reeder. Reeder now over the blue line as the fourth line for Calgary out there. He centers it, and Ethan Bear intercepting that puck up to Alex Chiasson as the fourth line for the Oilers comes out, although McDavid's out there as well. Chiasson will try a shot, and he rips that off the post. Whoa, that close for Alex Chiasson, who almost pulls the Oilers within one. Edmonton's got the puck now as Jujhar Khaira's got it. And Khaira over the blue line will rip a shot up high, and Riddick hanging on to that one with multiple orange jerseys at the goal. Zach Kassian with a thunderous hit here on Erik Gustafsson behind the goal, and Kassian knows how to throw his weight around and had quite the feud there with Matthew Tkachuk, who maybe won the best of that battle in the regular season. Flames fans will tell you he definitely did. Oilers fans will tell you different. Milan Lucic gets us across it. Elias Lindholm scores! Elias Lindholm! 29 goals in the regular season. And a huge goal in Game 5. As he rips this one right through the 5-hole of Koskinen. And Calgary takes a 6-3 lead here in Game 5. His team leading 7th point of this series and 3rd goal of this series. As mentioned, at 29 goals and 54 points in the regular season, and Elias Lindholm has absolutely been on fire in this series for Calgary. And that's as big of an insurance goal as you will see from Elias Lindholm. And once again, the Flames' top line combining so far tonight for 3 of the 6 goals. And they did a lot of that in the Flames' last 2 games, in which Calgary won. And now Calgary is 8 minutes and 46 seconds away from taking a 3-2 series lead. However, lots of hockey left to play, and the Oilers won't go away without a fight. You know that. Nugent Hopkins off the bench gets us across to Draisaitl, and Chiasson gets us across to Mike Green, and his pass in the slot is tipped away as Calgary's got the puck. And we're going to see a lot of Calgary getting this puck deep now as Matthew Tkachuk will try a shot and immediately goes right to the goal. But there's Elias Lindholm, 7th in the league in points. As mentioned, has been really good in this series. His team leading 7th point of this series. He ties Oscar Klefbom and Andrei Athanasiou for the series lead in that category. Some traffic at the Flames net here. 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go here. As mentioned, if Calgary can hang on, they will take a 3-2 series lead heading back to Calgary. Game 6 from the Saddledome. That will be a good one for sure. Of course, as the Sea of Red is always rocking. The atmosphere is always good from Calgary in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, as Tkachuk will try a shot, and that one's deflected wide. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins dancing around his man, tries a shot up high here, and David Riddick will stop that. Leon Draisaitl behind the net gets it loose for Nugent-Hopkins, who will cut in with a backhand, and again, Riddick equal to the task. Will now push to the other side as Nugent-Hopkins gets it for Yamamoto in the slot. He can't get a shot away. Draisaitl does, and Riddick will stop that shot from Leon Draisaitl. And some pushing and shoving in front of the Calgary goal. The Flames with a 6-3 lead here on the Oilers. 5 minutes, 31 seconds to go here in game number 5. Riddick's already made 36 saves in this hockey game, and there's his 37th as he stops it and pushes the puck out to Sam Bennett. He wants this puck deep in the Edmonton zone here for the last 5 minutes. Calgary will try and help him out with that. Brody across the hand if he tries a shot. That one blocked, and picked back up by Ryan, who shoots and gets this into the stomach area of Mikko Koskinen and forces Koskinen to hang on for an offensive face-off for Calgary. And the Flames just trying to kill the clock now. Face-off won by the Flames. Hannafin gets it across to Brody, and a shot there deflected, but Koskinen making a good save there. Oilers come back the other way now, trying to press. Here's Riley Shane, gets it across to Adam Larsson, and Larsson will fire a shot there. Riddick makes the first save. Second shot, Riddick stops that as well. David Riddick in the zone tonight. Stopping Tyler Ennis not once, but twice there in front of the Calgary goal. Well, we said Game 4 might have been Riddick's best performance of this series, but definitely making a case here in Game 5 as they score! Zach Kassian! Just steals this puck away from the Flames, and a horrible giveaway there by Calgary. Kassian in the right place will just rip this one past Riddick, who comes way out to challenge the shooter, but Kassian managing to get that puck past Riddick and pull the Edmonton Oilers within 2 as Kassian's got his second goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Lucci now shoots and scores! Whoa! Kind of a light shot there by Milan Lucci. Beats Mikko Koskinen, and that's one that you're going to want back if you're the Oilers netminder. He fires one from the circle, and that one just dips under the glove of Koskinen. You don't know if he was expecting that one. And the Flames have put 7 on the board here in Game 5 against Edmonton. And not the hardest shot there by Milan Lucci, and the sea of red erupting here in Edmonton once again. Another huge goal for the Edmonton, or for the Calgary Flames, I should say. Milan Lucci picks up his 3rd goal this series and 5th point. And the offensive explosion for Calgary here in game number 5. Just when the Oilers gained a little bit of life off the Zach Kassian goal. So look there at Zach Kassian in the top 5 and plus minuses in the NHL in the Stanley Cup playoffs. On the line there with McDavid and Athanasiou. Face up there, won by Sean Monahan. Gets it across to Brody and Hannafin. Back to Monahan at center ice. Monahan over the blue line, and they'll try a shot, and why not? A lot of shots from that far out to beat Mikko Koskinen tonight. Here's Gaudreau for the hat-trick. Scores! Johnny Hockey has his first ever Stanley Cup playoff hat-trick. And it's on a giveaway. And it comes in Edmonton. His 6th goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs and of this series. His 3rd tonight. Johnny Gaudreau. And the Calgary Flames are about to walk away with a 3-2 series lead, heading back to Calgary for Game 6. Noah Hannafin with the puck now as spins away from a check, and Monahan just dumps this deep for Elias Lindholm in the dying minute of Game 5. Puck intercepted here by Ethan Bear. Kassian now up the right side, and the life just sucked out of this building here at Edmonton. You can hear a pin drop here at Rogers Place. Well, there is quite a few Flames fans in attendance, as always. Leon Draisaitl tries a backhander and a diving save there by David Riddick. 30 seconds to go on the clock. Calgary up by 4. Johnny Gaudreau's got 3 of them. He's got the puck now. Drops it back for TJ Brody. Brody walks behind the Edmonton goal and gets it in front to Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk doesn't shoot. Tkachuk now shoots, and stopped by Koskinen as Gaudreau tries to whack at the rebound. 15 seconds to go now for Edmonton as they try to work the puck in here as Yamamoto takes a shot, and that one's turned aside by Riddick. Johnny Gaudreau now. Dying seconds of this one. Doesn't shoot that puck. The Oilers get it back, and that will do it. The Calgary Flames are 1 win away from the 2nd round And that game is at home in Calgary, as they take a huge 8-4 win here in Edmonton in Game 5 and a massive 3-2 series lead. Oh, Zach Kassian with a late push here for the Oilers, but the Flames offense led by a 3-goal performance by Johnny Gaudreau propels the Flames to a massive win here in Game 5. And as mentioned, they will look to end this series in Game 6 in Calgary with a 3-2 series lead here in the 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs Western Conference Quarterfinals. Calgary wins this one 8-4.